Welcome to the first episode of Operation Curvy Calories. I just want to say congrats to me. Oh, let me take some of this off because when we went to Target yesterday, we got the salmon, we got the shrimp, we got the cat food, but I forgot the edamame. Actually, I could just erase the whole thing. Yes. Not gonna lie, I feel pretty rested, but I feel like I'm gonna get like super tired later, so.
Okay, is it just me, or has anybody else noticed how out of breath she is? It's like she's struggling to breathe super hard. Like I could hear her breathing over her erasing the chalkboard, which is relatively pretty loud. But wow, for her to walk from the bathroom to the kitchen and she's breathing this hard, that is definitely a concern.
Okay, so we're here at the cancer center and I'm sad. Okay, bye.
So we all know how smart our girl is, but apparently not that smart, because if what she's saying is not true, she literally just showed everybody what hospital she goes to, for one. For two, if they want to, they can send all of this information, they can do an investigation, and we'll probably be seeing her in court. So for her to even put this out there, that was super brave. So I really do hope that what she's saying is true, just for her benefit, because with this type of hospital, that's probably $1 million lawsuit.
Okay, so my appointment. So I went in. I said, I have an appointment for 8 o'clock with blah, blah, blah. My name is Amber Reid, R-E-I-D, birthday 12/27/90. They said, your appointment's not in the system. Okay. I had an appointment with my oncologist because I've been taking estradiol for 2 years after having endometrial, which is uterine cancer, and I had a hysterectomy, and after my hysterectomy, they said, you're gonna be taking this for the rest of your life, so I trusted them. I've been getting refills, you guys. It's been 24 months now. And no one has said anything until this month. They said, you should not be taking this. Why are you taking this?
In my personal opinion, if you have been getting this medication for going on 2 years now, and you've called the same doctor's office for 2 years getting this refilled, why all of a sudden it's a problem? Why all of a sudden you're no longer in this system? That truly does not make sense, as you said that they give you like a 3-month supply. So how are you in the system all of the other times you've gotten this medication for 2 years, but now all of a sudden you're not there? That truly doesn't make sense, and the way that your body language is, you can tell that you're lying. And it's a very bad lie, and it's a very dangerous lie, in my opinion.
Because I was prescribed. So they're like, you need to come in. We need to have like a checkup and see what's going on, like who prescribed this to you. Like everyone was so confused. I wasn't even in their system. I don't even know. So we scheduled an appointment for today, the 21st of July. I go in the 21st of July and they said that I'm still not in the system, that my appointment wasn't scheduled. My oncologist is super popular, super amazing. So her schedule was all filled. So I had to see a nurse practitioner, which is totes fine because this cancer center is.
So I'm gonna go out on a limb today and just say I don't believe that she's ever been to this cancer center. The things that she's saying makes me believe that she's never been here before, and she's probably not doing an actual appointment, but she's doing a walk-in checkup or some sort of walk-in practice. I truly believe that. There is just no way that a cancer center, who was the one that not only found your cancer, but also treated your cancer, gave you surgery, and aftercare, is just going to completely wipe your records as if you've never been there. They're not going to have your surgery on file. That is impossible. And if that's the case, then they need to be shut down, because that's illegal. So I'm just gonna hope that, the truth is going to come out and she takes some of these videos down that she's defaming this hospital in. Because I truly believe this is going to be a serious lawsuit when everything is said and done. I truly believe that because somebody out there is going to figure out which hospital or center she's talking about, and after that, it's kind of out of anyone's hands and it's going to be too late.
So I had to see a nurse practitioner and I was kind of nervous about it because, like, obviously I wanted to see my oncologist because she knows about my history and such. So I saw the nurse practitioner. Oh, by the way, my blood pressure was 111/70, so healthy queen. I'm just kidding. Let's try this real quick and then I'll keep going with the story time because this is insane.
See, what's insane is the fact that she is trying to tell this big, huge story, and then she has to kind of pause, change the subject so she can start thinking of how she can add to this lie. So she's trying to make everything make sense, and she does this a lot when she lies. If you go back and you watch her "I'm sorry I lied" videos, you can definitely see here that she's lying again, and it's really sad. It's really sad that she is trying to, make herself look better by ruining a reputation of a hospital like this. And as much sodium as she consumes, we all know what her blood pressure really probably is. I'm not going to say it, but we all know. Because this blood pressure that she chose, this is the minimum of what it should be for a normal, healthy adult. But let's go ahead and see how this story plays out.
So the nurse practitioner, when I told her why I was there, she had fear in her eyes. She did. She said, you should not be taking this medicine because it has now increased the chances of you getting cancer again. Yeah, it has now increased the chances of you getting cancer again, and patients with your history should not be taking it. Should I sue them? Malpractice?
To make jokes about something so serious, that is extremely childish and it will go wrong because you're only causing people to want to hunt down this hospital and show them your videos. We all know how YouTube can be, we all know how people on the internet can be, and they will find which hospital you go to and send them your videos. And I'm sure here pretty soon we're gonna get a huge apology video because they're probably going to take legal action and just say it's all a big misunderstanding, it's a joke. But it's not. It's really not a joke. If what you're saying is true, then don't make jokes about it. I mean, you're trying to scare people into thinking that taking estradiol is a major symptom is getting cancer again. And it's not. From what I could read about the drug on like WebMD and even asking my own doctor, there isn't a huge chance you would get cancer again, especially since you had your uterus and ovaries removed. The only thing my doctor said would be you could get breast cancer, but it's not a common side effect. And if it was a common side effect, do you really think this drug would be on the market prescribed to thousands of people? I don't know what your end game is here. I don't know if your girlfriend rubbed off on you enough to where you're trying to do lawsuits as well as her, trying to scam people. But it's seriously not a good thing of what you're doing right now, and I think that it's gonna really blow up in your face. But guys, again, this is just my personal opinion and my personal research. Please, I encourage you all to do your own research any way that you do. So don't just take my word for anything. Definitely do your own research.
I don't understand. She was completely shocked. She was like, sorry, I'm making jokes out of the situation because I, for one, am a little like terrified here. You put your life in the hands of professionals, and I love these professionals. People make mistakes. They're not robots. But I'm angry if I was to have a health problem because of this. I'd be very, very angry, obviously. It has now put me in harm's way. So she's trying to figure out who prescribed me the medicine, which there has been several doctors who have, because like I remember some of my pill bottles, like there was just like, I remember at first it was my oncologist, and then it was someone else. It was a male, actually. It was a male name that I don't even know who it was a few times. And then there was a new girl on my bottle, because you know like when you get something prescribed, like the doctor's name is on it. I don't understand what's happening. And then like, even when I went in there and they were like looking through my file, they had nothing on me. It was so strange.
You literally said they had nothing on you, there was no record of you, but then how would they sit and go over a file with your name on it? That's how we all know that you're lying. I mean, you can't even keep your story going. If you're trying to figure out who prescribed you this medication, you literally said it was multiple doctors, and which one of them was the oncologist that you were trying to see today. So if you would just have told her it was the oncologist that was here at this hospital, I'm pretty sure they could have figured it out and probably found the medical records that were never there, because we all know that you're lying and you've never been to this hospital. This is probably the very first time you've ever went. But then again, I really want you to keep telling us about how you guys went over this file that never existed. And guys, I just want to add in that if you actually look up the state of Kentucky's laws, it is illegal for a doctor's office to not have your records on file for 6 years, as this is considered a huge HIPAA violation and completely illegal, which is why we know that this never happened. So guys, definitely do your research, because this lie has already been debunked just by this one video.
I feel like honestly I'm partially in the twilight zone right now. I don't know, I just feel so freaking weird. So the nurse practitioner was very honest, very open, and said this is not good. So she got my blood taken, and we did like a cancer marker thing, and in the middle of my nap she called and I said hello. And I'm good. She said it was perfect. They like, I don't really know that like the technical terms, but the number's supposed to be below 40 and mine was 5.
Just to make sure that we have the story correct, she called and made an appointment, got one within 2 weeks, went to a hospital that has absolutely no record of her ever being a patient there, ever having cancer there, never having surgery. They don't even know who her doctors are, but yet she got a blood test, probably the CA-125, and got her results back within a matter of hours. How is that even possible? That is absolutely not possible, which is why we all know you're lying. If you're going to make a lie like this, it has to be a good lie. You can't even tell this story all the way through without changing the subject multiple times. That is already a telltale sign.
So that's really, really good. And they're scheduling me for a CT scan because it's time that I get another one of those. Because I did explain that I get like pelvic pain sometimes, like if I'm like lifting something super heavy or if I do a lot of bending. She explained that scar tissue from hysterectomy, that's probably what that is. But just in case, I am gonna get another CT scan. So I'm done with estrogen, you guys. I'm officially going through like actual menopause, and I'm just young. I know people even younger have gone through this, so I'm not saying like, oh my god, this is the worst thing in the world. I mean, for someone, sorry, I'm uploading the video and scheduling it. I had to check on it though. For someone who has never like been through, you know what? I'm not gonna explain myself.
Okay, so based off of my mother's cancer history, when she got her hysterectomy, she had what was called a total hysterectomy or a radical hysterectomy, where they also remove your uterus and your ovaries together. So I think what she had done was a partial where they just remove your uterus and they leave your ovaries, which would make sense on why they put her on the estradiol and they're doing a CA 125. So they probably did catch her cancer in her uterus before it did spread, obviously because she still has her ovaries. And if she would have had a total hysterectomy and had her ovaries and everything removed, she would have went into menopause right after surgery. So for her to say that she's now going to stop taking the estradiol and now she is going into menopause, that means she still does have her ovaries. And for her to not go and get checked out, that is very scary and very concerning of her mental health. Because now this changes everything about her taking the estradiol. You know, she really could have had her cancer back. She could have had it spread, even though she had a hysterectomy or a partial and just removed the uterus, which had cancer in it. It still could have spread to the ovaries. And you guys, she hasn't been to the doctor like that to get checked out in a very long time, so it could have spread all over her body. So obviously, I guess mukbangs and eating out and everything else is more important than taking care of your actual health.
Yeah, it was really weird to actually be back in the cancer center. It brought back a lot of memories because, like, in the beginning, I was there all the time. And I have a little bit of regret. I wish I would have filmed my cancer journey a little bit more because there's a lot of things that I went through that I wish I had documented, honestly. And that's one of the reasons why I love vlogging, because I have all this stuff documented.
Maybe if you would have went ahead and quote unquote vlogged your whole cancer experience, which if you were really a vlogger, I'm sure a lot of people would have, but that's neither here nor there. If you really would have done that, then maybe you would have had proof that you could have showed them that, hey, I was a patient here and you have no record of me. And you could have absolutely won a actual lawsuit with that, but you don't have any proof. And if you were there every day for as long as you're saying that you were, which I don't know anybody who says, oh, I really love spending all of my time at the cancer center. Nobody loves doing that. But I mean, they should have known who you were. I'm pretty sure their receptionists are not changed out, in every year. Pretty sure the receptionists are there pretty much, for a long time, since it's probably a good job. So why is it that nobody at that hospital knew you? Like, I have so many questions that will never get answered. So I'm just left to speculate that this whole thing is obviously made up, which she has shown so much proof about. And I'm just going to stick to what I believe personally. I mean, everyone has their opinions, think about, everything that she's really said and form your own opinion about it. Don't just take mine. Definitely form your own opinion and let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this whole story that she's told us.
I really want to tell you guys my weight, but I kind of want to wait a little bit. Yeah, I'm just excited with my progress. I'm excited with my meal planning. I've been cooking every meal. I've been doing it myself. Ooh. 2 sensitivities. I also keep my mandarins in the fridge. So that was cold. It hurt my tooth. I'm falling apart. I'm falling apart while trying to actively put myself together. I love that for me. Where normally I'm falling apart and I let myself continue falling apart, but not this time. Not this time.
So is that why you waited 2 years to finally go and get a cancer scan to see if your cancer came back? And not only get scanned, but go to a hospital that has absolutely no record of you? Or is it that you are seeing a therapist who ignored all of your calls for a whole week, as well as canceled your quote-unquote Zoom appointment just a couple of hours before you are scheduled to meet with her. So, I mean, why is it that you wait so long until you're falling apart, broken down, you're in all of this pain, all of this confusion, and you're in a bad mental health place right now to finally go and get you some quote-unquote help or to quote-unquote fix yourself? Like, you truly don't make sense, and I think that's what irritates people the most, is that you do it on purpose. You ruin your health on purpose, and then you want to cry about it. But you guys might say it's mean, but these are just my personal opinions, and remember, everyone has an opinion. Even though you don't agree with my opinion, it's still mine at the end of the day, and it's not meant for people to always agree with, which, you know, on my community, everyone is allowed to have and form their own opinions, and I welcome them. I welcome you to share all of your opinions, of course, down in the comments, because I love reading them. So, and just so you guys know, I do read all of my comments, and I do try to reply to as many as possible.
So this is 470 calories. So, Ozempic update. Still going good. This second week is definitely helping a lot with my appetite. Ozempic, I can definitely say works. I can't find like a coincidence. Like there's nothing else that could possibly be making me lose my appetite, because it was almost like literally a couple hours after my second injection that I noticed the appetite suppressant. So it's weird, like I'm fine all day, but the minute I start thinking about food, I'm just like...
Hey guys, thanks again for joining me in on this video. If you did enjoy it, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Show some support, help your girl out. Also, remember to check out the description because I do have some pretty cool stuff in there. So, in the meantime, I will see you guys in the next video.